This is the Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. It's the upgraded model of the old 2000, and it has a 2000 watt capacity, but it can output a consistent load of 3000 watts and 6000 at peak. So if you need a lot of power output, this thing does a phenomenal job of outputting a ton of power. That's enough to run a large fridge, power tools, microwaves, hot plates, blenders, all of these different appliances, and even an AC unit off of a power station like this. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be running all those things at the same time, but you can realistically use all those things throughout the day and use them to their fullest throughout the day with a power station like this, especially if you have solar, especially if solar to keep on charging this battery back up. This battery actually has really good pass-through mode with the inverter on this unit. So you can easily charge up this power station with a solar system while you're still discharging and you're still using it to power other appliances that you're gonna need during your camp out or during your RV trip. Which is probably why people get this for camping and why this is the most popular camping battery. Another massive thing about this battery is that it's the first battery, or the smallest battery, that Jackery makes that you can expand onto. I really love the idea of expanding, because for most people, they don't want to jump right into a full battery backup. It's just a large investment and they don't know if they're ready for that. But if you invest in a battery backup like this, which has 2000 watts, and then you can expand it, that makes it really easy to grow with the battery and to add on more batteries as you need them. These have 10-year lifespan, and so you could easily add on another battery in 2 years, or you can add on another battery in 3 years. And then over time, you can build up your power station. For example, on this one, you can expand it all the way up to a 12 kilowatt system. And if you do a junction box, you can expand it all the way up to a 24 kilowatt system. And to give you a reference, I sell solar for a living. And for most people who are getting solar and a battery for their house, we're installing a 10 to 20 kilowatt power station. So literally, this power station can turn into a full backup solution without that much work. You get 5 more of these and you got a full 12 kilowatt power backup solution for your home, and you're able to start with a portable power station that's not going to break the bank. You've got plenty of outlets here. We got 3 AC units, we've got 1 USB-C fast charger, we got 1 USB 30 watt charger, and then we got 1 USB-A 18 volt charger, then you got your 12 volt car charger. You got a light on the front, you got a nice screen, you got an app that you can use to able to control this all remotely. It's got full Wi-Fi, full Bluetooth capability. In another video, I did a test for AC unit, a fridge, microwave, blender, hot plate. I did a test on all these appliances you might want to use this for, and it handled them really, really well. Go watch that video if you want to see more of like the actual testing of this unit. So let's talk about charging. I also covered this in another video, but I think it's important to cover it here. You can charge this whole unit from 0 to 2000 watts in 2 hours. You got an emergency charger all the way up from 0 to 100% in 2 hours. So if you're a procrastinator, you can allow this to charge up all the way from 0 to 100 in 2 hours. You can also charge this in 6 hours with a 6-panel solar system. So it makes it really easy to have an off-grid solar solution where you plug in your solar system over here. Now you have a self-sufficient system where you take 6 hours to charge this thing up. You can charge. Now the battery can last you throughout the night, and then you take this 6 hours again throughout the day to charge this thing up again. And you can literally use this for weeks or months completely off-grid, just with a power station like this and a few solar panels, which makes this a phenomenal choice for people that are going to be camping, that are going to be on road trips, that are going to be on long extended, car camping type of situation. This is going to be a phenomenal choice for them. So let's now talk about the lifespan. One of the things they did with this battery is it significantly improved the battery chemistry. They made it safer and they made it last significantly longer. Now this is supposed to last well over 10 years. And so when you're buying a battery like this is something you can buy and then have for the next 10, 15 years realistically, where this thing is still going to be able to function perfectly fine for most use cases for 10 to 15 years. And that makes it, one, you can continue to build onto it, you can continue to add onto it, and you continue to have this. So it's not going to be something you're going to have to be worried about, hey, I'm going to be using this for 2-3 years and then it's going to be dead. No, this is something that's going to be lasting you 10 plus years, something you can have with your family for a long, long time. You only have to make the investment once, which is phenomenal. Speaking of that life, so if you're going to have this battery for 10 years, you're going to want to make sure that this is going to be up to date for 10 years. Well, this has full Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capability. So some of the older units didn't have that Wi-Fi capability, where in the future it might feel really outdated without that Wi-Fi. But this has full Wi-Fi capability. You can use your app on your phone or on your laptop or your computer to completely track what this power station is doing, how fast it is charging, how fast it is charging with a solar system or from the grid, what is being discharged. You can turn on and off the outlets remotely. There's a lot of functionality you can do with this, and it's going to make it so it's not going to get outdated as quickly as some of the units that don't have that feature. So that's a huge thing as well. Another question people had, is it loud? Is it noisy? Is it going to be something that's disturbing? A lot of people are getting a battery backup situation like this because they're switching over from a generator and they don't like the noise. So this one, with this battery, I've only heard the fan when I had it on emergency charging mode. Tested this pretty hard. I've got up to 2,800 watts of output for a consistent 5 minutes, and I hadn't had the fan turn on. I was running my microwave fridge, and full-size freezer all at the same time off of this unit, and it's pulling 2,800 watts and no fan noise. But if you're at that max 3,000 watt output, you are gonna hear a fan, or if you're gonna jump up to that 6,000 max, you're definitely gonna hear a fan then. But rarely am I using that much power where I'm gonna need that much power output. So you're rarely gonna have any fan noise at all. So overall, I think it's a really good solution for someone that wants a full backup, someone that wants the ability to charge with solar, has a really good pass-through mode, has a really high capacity, very portable, and it can output a lot of power at any given time. And it's a reliable battery. It's gonna last a long time. So if you considered buying a 2,000 watt power station, I would definitely recommend this. It's a very good power station.